Hi OT fam, my name is Emmy, also known as the Mindful OT, and welcome to my channel. I am here with my cat, so you might see her tail from time to time. She just wants to hang out. This is my little tiki butt. You might have seen her in prior videos, but she'll be hanging out with me. I wanted to hop on today and share my story so that you guys can all have an understanding of why this work is so important to me, why I do this, why I love this, why I think it's so necessary and important for me to do what I'm currently doing in my life. So for those of you who don't know, I am a holistic occupational therapist, and what I do is I support my clients in developing the skills to live a balanced life so that they can feel fulfilled, so that they can feel like they are living in integrity and in alignment with what it is that they truly desire. And I do that through a variety of modalities, whether it's bringing in the occupational therapy and working on habits, routines, and problem solving to see where it is that we need to balance out our life, and also developing some coping skills so that we can learn how to self-regulate and tune into ourselves, knowing of what direction to take, but coming from a place where we feel complete and still and aligned with truly what it is that we want for ourselves. Developing some coping skills is really important, especially in today's day that we're constantly on the go and constantly trying to meet expectations and demands and fulfilling all these roles that we have in life and wearing all these hats. It's super important for us to learn how to stay grounded throughout our day so that we can make our decisions and take action always in integrity with what it is that we're trying to create. So I don't know about you, but I'm all about living my life with intention and presence. I don't want to take action and not really consider how my actions, my behaviors, my words might negatively impact the people that I love around me or just anyone around me. I know who I want to be and what I want to do and what I stand for, and I want to make sure that every action that I take is in alignment and integrity with that. I'm not going to say that I am 100% perfect. I do know that I have grown so much and learned how to become way more intentional with the actions, with the thoughts that I have, and just my self-care practices so that I can really live my life with intention. And so that is what I like to bring into my sessions and educate my clients on developing these skills to really tap into themselves, to ground themselves, to learn how to feel grounded. So I'm also a pediatric occupational therapist, and I work with children with autism. And I have some children that are very complex, and it's really hard sometimes to regulate themselves. So imagine what it feels like for a person who works with children, and I'm talking about children from the age of 5 to 10 that are having a really difficult time regulating, and I'm working with them for 6 hours straight. If I can learn how to source feeling grounded when I'm working in this environment where most of the kids around me are having a hard time regulating themselves, if I can learn how to source that, then I know you can too, 100%. Because it is hard. It is a very difficult environment to work in, and yet I'm still able to hold space for myself and for the kids around me, and even for the teachers. When I started working in the school, it was really hard, and I took that, I took it home with me, and I felt so dysregulated at the end of the day, and I was having a really difficult time, but it's through those experiences and it's through this job and this profession that I've been able to place myself in different environments that has allowed me to really anchor deep into my practices, that allow me to feel safe, to feel regulated, to feel connected to what my intention is as I step into every single day and every single interaction with my clients with intention, with clarity, and knowingness of like what it is that I'm creating. I was diagnosed with social anxiety and depression, and It was something that was really debilitating for me, and I had been going through it for so many years, starting as a little kid with really having suicidal ideation at a very early age, and just not being happy with my life. And it wasn't until I got to graduate school where it was just like, it got really bad, and I seeked help. And I remember not wanting to go on medication, and I just went from doctor to doctor, just trying to find answers. And so many doctors came to me with like, here's a prescription drug, and that's just not the route that I wanted to take. Not to say that there is anything bad with taking medication, and sometimes you need medication, but I just knew that I didn't want to go that route. And so I ended up in the world of yoga and health and wellness. And that's where I remember the first time that I took a yoga class, and I just felt like I was home. I was able to drop out of my head and into my body and connect to myself and connect to my breath. And I just remember just feeling so good. And so that's where my journey really started with yoga in 2012. Where I just began to learn so much about myself and learn about how I would react or respond on my mat. And that is really why I love yoga so much, because it has just brought so much awareness into my life. That in combination with other tools. Then I dove into Reiki. And let me just emphasize how depressed I was in this period of my life. Like, I look back and I just remember myself crying and just feeling so incredibly miserable. And I would look at people around me, and I would look at, students in my class, my peers, and I would just think like, why can't I feel that way? Why can't I feel happy? Why can't I feel comfortable? Why can't I just go to social events and feel comfortable with myself? And I was always second guessing myself. I was in a relationship at the time where we had been together for about 6 years, where I knew the relationship wasn't serving me, but I was just so scared of stepping away. Like, I'd step away and then I'd go back, and I'd step away and I'd come back. And I was just like in this place where I could not make any decisions and stick to them. I was constantly second guessing myself. I was always feeling just uncertain about the decisions and the choices in my life. And I just felt so scattered and so anxious. And I wasn't happy. And so I dove into the yoga, I dove into Reiki, and I did this on a regular basis. Yes, there were times where I fell off my mat. Yes, there were times where I wasn't consistent with my practice. Yes, there were times where I was just like, this is too much, I'm done. But then when I felt really bad, I realized that what I was missing was consistency and being able to maintain these habits that were really supporting me, my mental health, feeling better about myself, building my confidence. And so I share this story with you guys because I have so many students that come up to me, or I have so many people that come up to me and just say like, you have it going on. Like, you're doing amazing in life, or in this wonderful relationship. You have this beautiful home. You have this career, this profession, you have your business. Guys, this didn't happen from one day to the next. I worked my tail off to be where I am today. Years ago, I would have never having a YouTube channel and sharing any of this with anybody. I would have never decided to open up my own company and to share these tools with the community, with hundreds of people. I just couldn't even see that possibility. Just the idea of going to a social event where I knew nobody was just so nerve-wracking to me. And so I share this with you guys just to give you an idea, a glimpse of what my life looked like before I dove into all of these modalities that I truly just love so much and appreciate so much, because it has just brought so much love and light and awareness into my life. And that is why I do what I do, because it has totally transformed my life and the person that I am. The yoga, the journaling, the mindfulness, the meditation, the breath work, the experiential learning experiences. It's just shifted me and it's transformed me in an incredible way. And that is why I do what I do. So if you are at a point in your life where you don't know where to go or what to do, or you just find that you're so scattered, which is so common today in today's life because we just have so many things on our plate, I invite you to practice one of these modalities. And it doesn't even have to be any of these modalities. It could be just sticking to one thing that lights you up and that connects you to you, that connects you to your body, that connects you to your breath, and that brings awareness into your life. And setting yourself up with someone, whether it's a coach, whether it's a therapist, someone who is going to support you with keeping yourself accountable and moving forward in life so that you can truly live the life that you deserve, but living with intention and living from your heart. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.